Why does conformity feel like home? Being your own person feels unfamiliar and tolling. Like forming your own opinions and expression is this dangerous crime of its own. Why does it feel easier to take the easy road and agree with others and speak our minds? Why is it so easy to ignore the suffering of the world to prioritize our own mental health and safety? Am I more important than people dying? Is my mental well-being mean more than a child starving across the world? A child being bombed for living in a country they were born in? Why should I be able to live with such privilege when others can't even feed themselves? We are all humans. Why does it matter how you look? What religion a person practices, who they love, who they want to be? Why does it matter to judge people on the factors they can't control? Why does control and conformity have to be the only way people can operate? Why not give when you have? Why hoard all the money for yourself when you'll never be able to use it? When did the individual become more important than the collective people? Why should I be able to exist as I am when others can't even be themselves without worrying about being persecuted for their mere existence? What do I matter in the world of individuals just like me? What does being compassionate cost me? How do you see a person on the side of the street crying and walk past them? Not even a small bit of compassion to them. Why do people do that? Do you think you're more important? Are you scared they're going to hurt you? Have you been taught to ignore people who look scary? Why do you hate anyone who doesn't meet the quota in your head? Learn to unlearn that. No matter what age you are, you can always unlearn hate. Compassion shouldn't have to be something someone begs for. Treat people with compassion, grace, and love. They are just like you. What if it was you on the street? Would you want someone to ignore you if you were starving, sleep deprived, and in one of the worst situations a person could be in? People need to learn to be empathetic. You don't matter as much as you think. In a world full of hate, why not try and spread love? To be honest, change is a hard thing for me. I used to be in the belief that in a hard and cruel world, you had to be closed off and temperamented. That because the world sucks and it's hard to every person, and that in return I had to be that way as well. That I couldn't change anything because I'm only one person. Now, that ideology could be the farthest from the truth. Being a crude and vindictive person does nothing. Being a good person doesn't have to be the grand actions. It could be the small things. Giving when you can, smiling at someone you don't know, having a conversation with someone who's having a bad day. Being yourself will do more for the world than being what the world wants you to be. Being a person is being you, not the ideals that were installed in you as a kid, teen, or even as a young adult. Being a person is being able to understand that every person you meet is one. Every person has complex set of emotions, ideals, relationships, and struggles. Once you've learned to understand that, you'll be able to grow into a loving person. The only person who can change you is you. But learn from others. Have a conversation with someone you meet. Maybe they'll help you understand how much you've been ignoring about yourself or your own relationships. Being yourself isn't a crime. Empathy and compassion should be the first thing you give to someone. Hate only breeds more hate. The only thing stronger and more powerful than hate is love. Love another for our and every difference we have. People are beautiful because of how unique they are. You'll never learn You'll learn to appreciate the things you've never seen when you can do that. Love changes us. Being able to accept it and grow and learn how to grow. Change is inevitable, but change isn't a bad thing. It never has been.